We've gone head-to-head with giant corporations like Uber and Amazon, and we've helped clients recover billions in verdicts and settlements. We bring that same firepower to every case, no matter the size. When you've been injured, having the right lawyer matters. Call 844-POSTMAN or visit postmanlaw.com. Others promise, Postman delivers.
Call 844-POSTMAN. Attorney advertising.
As a proud partner of the Chicago White Sox, Steinhoffels knows a good season starts with a great night's sleep. That's why Steinhoffels has all the best mattress brands and an exclusive Discover Your Sleep system that takes the guesswork out of finding the perfect fit for you. And with free delivery plus Steinhoffels' 120-night sleep guarantee, you can rest easy.
You can describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are striking back after a slow start, and it's largely thanks to one of baseball's fastest men.
Corbin's on the run. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Corbin Carroll has been playing like an MVP since his debut in 2022, but in his fourth full season, he's taken his game to a whole new level.
This guy's unbelievable. He's unforgettable.
On Sunday, Carroll put together one of the best games of his career, going 4 for 4 with 2 triples and a 9-1 D-backs win. That put Carroll at 8 triples for the season, twice as many as any other player, and 51 for his career.
He's the reason why you come to the ballpark.
Watch him hit and watch him run.
He became the second fastest player of all time to reach 80 homers and 50 triples. Only Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig did it faster. Carroll's on pace to lead the majors in triples for the 3rd straight season, and he's only 1 triple away from tying the Diamondbacks club record of 52.
Contreras is chewing on the tape.
Yeah, why use a pocket when you could just eat it?
Who knew? Who knew boys of summer need a cup of hot soup bone broth? MIT, is that you?
That looks like the catcher's play all the way.
So Manny was going to make a double play, and in the way was the runner, Arias.
I think it went off his glove and over the wall, and it's a home run for Torrens, who was not sure.
That was bizarre.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Second base, batting 6. Jacob Gonzalez, Tristan Peters, and Drew Romo are 7, 8, and 9. The home plate umpire today, Dylan Wilson. First base, Ron Culpa, the crew chief. Manny Gonzalez at second base, and Tom Hanahan has third. Today's starting pitcher profile brought to you by Costa Ivoni. Brian Hudson is the opener for the White Sox today. In 3 1/3 innings as an opener, a 0.0 ERA for the big lefty, Brian Hudson. Rate is a proud partner of the 2026 White Sox. The Rate app gives Chicago fans an all-in-one wellness app with tools to build financial strength and guidance for fitness and stress management. Feel better, live better, play better. Download the Rate app today. And Sox fans, be here on Friday, June 26th. The White Sox take on the Royals at 6:40 p.m. Stick around after the game for a post-game concert featuring Marshmello, presented by Minute Maid Spiked. Exclusive on-field passes are on sale now with limited availability. To purchase tickets, visit whitesox.com/concert. It's the rubber match, a chance for the White Sox to win yet another series here at home. They will face one of the best teams in baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we turn it over to our friend and yours, Len Casper, for the play-by-play.
All right, thanks, Connor. Here's our look at the White Sox uniforms, driven by Arlington Toyota. Check out their impressive lineup of Toyota vehicles today. Arlington Toyota, new owners, same people, better deals. Visit ToyotaArlington.com. Sox in their home white uniforms, black pinstripes. Dodgers wearing their alternate blue jerseys and gray pants for the second consecutive day. Connor mentioned Dylan Wilson, home plate umpire. He made his major league debut on April 17th, a native of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. 6'8" lefty Brian Hudson against Shohei Ohtani, who led off yesterday's game with a home run against Sean Burt. Here we go. The big southpaw Hudson delivers. First pitch is outside on a fastball. .69 degrees as we get started. The 1-0. Grounded foul. Looked like Ohtani clipped the catcher Romo on his follow-through. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eric Fetty will be the balk man today. The set by Hudson, the 1-1. Check swing foul, and Ohtani clipped Romo on the glove on the swing, and it's catcher's interference. So Ohtani reaches. And by definition, it's an error on the catcher. So that's weird. The previous pitch, Ohtani hit Romo on the follow-through, and then that time he got him on an actual swing. So Pages will bat. And he swings and misses on a fastball.
Seen Hudson start out at 88 with the fastball. That one got up to 98, slowly ramping up that velocity.
You mentioned Hudson's been good in a handful of opening situations. There's a swing and a bounding ball to Montgomery. He'll flip to Mydrop, and the relay in time. 6-4-3. An early double play. And it is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Refresh your home and patio this summer with Steinhoffels, Chicagoland's furniture and mattress leader and a proud partner of the White Sox. Shop in store and online at steinhoffels.com.
Not quite tailor-made. Maybe the hem's a little long on that one, but a good job by Colson to head towards second base and make a flip over to Mydroth at second.
Freeman takes a wide one.
The White Sox turned a couple of double plays yesterday in the loss to the Dodgers and kept it what felt like a close game despite how good Yamamoto was yesterday for the visiting Dodgers.
The 1-0 is lined foul down the first base side. Freeman hitless in the series in 8 at-bats. Mookie Betts waits on deck. We're in the first inning. 2 outs, nobody on for the Dodgers. Everybody deep on the infield. Freeman cranks one deep to right, and that baby will go. A line drive home run for Freddie Freeman. His 11th, and the Dodgers lead 1-0. Fastball was right near the inside corner and down around the knees. And Freeman just cranked his 378th major league homer.
It's a spot where a lot of lefties like it, able to drop the barrel down on something with velocity in the zone. 101.6 off the bat of Freddie Freeman, his 11th.
Mookie Betts hits the first pitch out into deep center, back on it. Peters, he'll make the catch right in front of the 400-foot marker. Freeman with a 2-out homer. After a half, Dodgers 1. Sox bats are coming up on the Hard Rock Casino.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive.
Superman, hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
He's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
Two-run double.
Talking about Advantage Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Diving Stop. Nothing gets through. And nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Bottom of the first, 1-0 Dodgers, 6'5" right-hander Emmett Sheehan facing the White Sox for the first time. Pardon me. Here's the first pitch to Sam Antonacci. It's in there for a strike. Fastball at 94 miles an hour. That's about what he averages. A lot of sliders, occasional change, and curveball from the righty. Here's the 0-1, and it's high on Sam. Another fastball, 1-1 the count. Our broadcast booth is brought to you by Bell Tire. If you can't find free air, free flat repair, and the lowest prices, find a Bell Tire. Muncy in at third. The pitch to the lefty, and it's outside on a change. 2-1 on Antonacci, who comes in with a .381 on base percentage, .279 batting average. The 2-1 home. It's low on a fastball, 3-1.
Sheehan's one of those guys, a young starter, 26, relatively inexperienced due to injury. Great stuff, but if you let him on a given day, he can get himself into trouble because of a lack of command. Just an inning and a third against the Angels in his last start. Wasn't exactly hit around in that outing. Just plate was dancing on him.
Ready for a 3-1. Here it is. And a swing and a pop fly, short center. It is Pages underneath, and he's got it. That'll bring up Miguel Vargas, who had the game-winning RBI on Friday. And his next home run will make it a new career high. He's got 16 this season. Sheehan has struggled on the road, a 5-6-1 away from Dodger Stadium. And the pitch to Miguel is swung on and missed. If the Sox win today's game, Walner Law will make a donation to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Sheehan motions and pitches. It's popped up. This will get back to the seats. Walner Law handles the toughest car accident cases in Chicago. Call 3-128-million. Walner Law, win with Walner. Sun kind of rolling through at the moment. The 0-2 bounces on a slider. Mentioned you've got a lot of cloud cover, but every now and again it gets very bright. One ball and two strikes on Vargas. He's got a red long sleeve undershirt, at least a sleeve on that right arm. The 1-2 pitch fouled.
This is one of those classic early summer Chicago days. Although I think technically, are we still in spring? Doesn't matter. When you're in the sun,
yes,
it gets up to feeling like 80, 90 degrees. When you're in the shade, it's a little more like that 65 kind of thing.
By the way, Sean Newcomb loosening in the Sox bullpen, so it might be another pitcher before we see Fetty today. The 1-2. Vargas takes a low curve.
Well, why not, right? The Dodgers have 4 lefties coming up in their part of the lineup, plus Alex Freeland, the right 9-hitter, a switch hitter.
Sheehan on a 2-2. And he struck him out swinging on an elevated fastball. So first strikeout for Sheehan, and that'll bring up the DH, Andrew Benintendi. And the heart of the lineup is brought to you by Northwestern Medicine, home to Illinois' top-ranked heart and vascular program for 18 straight years by U.S. News and World Report. He checks in with 7 homers. He looks at a strike. Slider ended up right down the middle. We've got a sold-out crowd, basically a sold-out weekend here at the ballpark. The 0-1 lifted, shallow left. It's the shortstop Betts out on the green, and he two-hands it. Sox go quietly. 1-0 Dodgers after an inning. This is the Hard Rock Casino.
Swung on, bang toward third. Fielded, dropped by Zimmerman. Now he can't come up with it. It's in his jersey. It went in his jersey. He kept looking for the ball, and it stuck underneath one of the buttons into his jersey.
How did it do that?
Have you ever seen that?
No.
And what's the ruling? A base hit.
Sitting beside Mike in the clubhouse, he's a huge card guy. Just watching him go through boxes and boxes of cards, I kind of got a little bit of the edge. You rip a pack and you just kind of get what you get and see what you see.
Yeah, so see what we got. Jose Ramirez.
Freddie Peralta.
Look at this one here, Joe. This is...
Oh, yeah, keep that off to the side right there. Man, you're going to rock, paper, scissors.
Really gets him.
1 of 25, Andrew McCutchen. This is absolutely beautiful. That is fantastic.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
That's LennyFile.com.
White Sox baseball. It's deep and he's gone.
White Sox Nation.
Murakami. First home run in Chicago.
You guys in my heart.
ESPN Chicago.
Big lefty Sean Newcomb, 2 days after turning 33, will get the second inning. Max Muncy leads off for L.A. 1-0 Dodgers on a Freddie Freeman first inning homer. Good pocket here for Newcomb with all these left-hand hitters. And Muncy turns away from an inside slurve. He had a big day yesterday. 3 for 3, 2 home runs for Muncy. He walked twice and drove in 4. He takes outside on a slurve. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Called strike, stuck with the breaking ball. And it's 2-1. Muncy wearing sunglasses, and he takes high on a fastball. 3-1. Connor mentioned a bunch of lefties coming up. Tucker on deck, then Ryan Ward. Foul tipped by Muncy. Full count.
It's a nice pitch coming back with a fastball, top rail for Newcomb. Challenge offering.
3-2, and Muncy fights off an inside sinker and fouls it.
Came back with another one.
funny. I asked Will Venable earlier this year about openers. 2-2 pitch is softly bounced foul. And I said, would you ever consider, a couple of short relievers before the bulk guy? And he said, yeah. We think of an opening situation. You think of a righty or a lefty followed by this, quote, starting pitcher type. There's ball 4 inside and Muncy walks. But once you're a bulk guy, I think it doesn't necessarily come in. You just certainly would like to know generally. So I'm sure they told Fetty, hey, we might not need you until the 3rd inning today.
Technically, the White Sox have done this once before this season already. It was a game against the Royals in Kansas City. Jonathan Cannon was scheduled to be the bulk guy.
Tucker bunts. And Newcomb's going to get it out at second. The relay's going to be late to first. Kyle Tucker, how about that? Bunting. It was a late show. Looked like he might have been trying to bunt for a hit, but it'll end up being a fielder's choice. 1 down.
Nice job by Newcomb. Pounced on a fairly easy bunt opportunity, but that throw from the pitcher to second base is much more difficult than it looks. Guys can get a little jumpy on that throw. Newcomb settled it down, got the lead runner.
So 1 away. Here's Ryan Ward, the left fielder, and he takes a strike. You were mentioning Cannon.
Yeah,
Kansas
it was
City.
His only outing this year. He came out of the bullpen in the 3rd and was going to go bulk innings, but had that hip injury during the outing.
Ward swings and misses.
The White Sox used 9 pitchers in 9 innings and won that game.
2 strikes on the left-hand hitting Ryan Ward, batting .229. The pitch, and it's a swinging strike 3. 2 away, and now the catcher Dalton Rushing.
Really, though, in that game, the White Sox were looking at it as more of a bullpen game, as Cannon wasn't really built up to take a quote-unquote starting pitcher's workload. But technically, put it on your list.
Rushing pops foul. This will get out of play. He went 0 for 3 yesterday, reached on a walk and a hit by pitch. No Will Smith this weekend. He's got a neck injury. He's on the injured list. The pitch too high. Big injury news in the division. Jose Ramirez is out. Got a fractured hamate bone. Suffered on a swing yesterday. A 1-1. Swung on and fouled back on a heater.
The White Sox have a lot of Cleveland coming up. Second to last week of June. They'll play him here at home. 7 games in the next couple of weeks against the Guardians.
They're saying about 5 to 7 weeks for Ramirez. 1-2. He got him looking on a slurve. So after a leadoff walk, Newcomb takes care of business after an.
In baseball, it's important to use your head, but it's not always helpful.
It hit him in the head, and no. Could be a home run. Well, Jose, you have company.
And batter beware, the animal is loose.
Can I see that jump again? It looked like Luke Cornett trying to block a 3.
Now, there's top rail, and then there's yelling 4.
He hits him right in the palm of the glove.
It certainly grades an A for effort.
David Peterson on to pitch. Jacob Marcy loses the bat.
Oh, somebody's throwing a baseball up there from the Mets dugout to try and loosen it.
Shot up the middle. That's where Hyer Lee is, and he drops the ball. Unbelievable.
And how about a look at some heads-up defensive plays?
Converging. It's Antonacci with the diving play.
And what a rolling grab by Jorge Barrosa.
It's by the pole, and Siri got it. He went up and got it.
That, folks, is the magic of baseball.
Royo on the spin, smother. Got it.
Fundy goes behind the back.
How about that?
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es Flow Mayor.
most sports drinks and still fuels them to stay active. In my house, we're building strength every day the right way. Learn more at usdairy.com.
Hey, it's Colson Montgomery, shortstop for the Chicago White Sox.
Loop out in the shallow left. He's out, and he made an amazing grab.
This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Colson Montgomery leads off the Sox second. They trail 1-0 here in the rubber match. And here's what's on the line today at home. Chance to win an 8th consecutive series in the ballpark. Swing and a miss by Montgomery. Good slider from Emmett Sheehan. The last series loss the White Sox suffered in this ballpark was in late April. They lost 2 of 3 to the Washington Nationals. 0-1 is a called strike. 0-2. Sox could do very little against Yoshinobu Yamamoto yesterday. First guy to reach was on an error with 2 outs in the 8th inning. Chase Mydroth, and then Peters led off the bottom of the 9th with a homer. 2 strikes on Colson. Here it comes. It's low. So Yamamoto retired the first 23 batters yesterday. His previous start, he sent down the last 22. So he got to 45 consecutive batters retired before the Betts error. That is 1 off the major league record. Yusmeiro Petit, about 12 years ago, I believe. 1-2. He struck him out swinging on a slider.
Grab your friends and head to the park for Miller Lite Baseball and Brews. Get 1 ticket, 2 beers starting at $24. You must be 21 and over with a valid ID to purchase tickets. Visit whitesox.com/brews.
That was 2014 with the Giants. Yusmeiro Petit.
With the Giants.
46 consecutive batters retired.
I had that.
Here's Braden Montgomery, switch hitter batting left. Finishing up his first week in the major leagues, and he swings hard, fouls down. Sox are off to New York and Detroit on this upcoming road trip. I asked Braden today how many ballparks has he been to. He said 4 major league parks.
Including Rate Field?
So here, Fenway, Atlanta, and the new ballpark in Texas. He takes high. And I told him I'm jealous because there's nothing better than walking into a big league park for the first time. Not that it ever really gets old, but you know what I mean. Swinging a chopper over to Freeman. He's got it. Easy play. A flip to the pitcher, and he beats a hustling Montgomery. That goes 3-1.
You said Braden's only been up here a week, and even though it's a ground out there, you wouldn't know it to look at some of the swings. He attacks the ball in the strike zone. He's got a very confident approach from both the right and left side. You can see pretty easily what's made him one of the better prospects in all the game up to this point.
Here's Chase Mydroth with 2 outs, 1-0 Dodgers, second inning. Sheehan delivers. Swing and a miss. Chase had a couple streaks end yesterday. 22-game on-base streak and the 12-game hit streak. He did reach base on the Betts error in the 8th, but that went as an 0-for-1. Here's an 0-1, and he hit him. He clipped Mydroth, I believe, on the elbow pad. Or maybe the wrist. I don't know if I heard a louder sound that maybe got part of the bat. We're going to find out. Nope, right off the elbow. Yep. So it hit the armor, and he's aboard with 2 outs.
Well, even though Yamamoto was good yesterday, Mydroth and a lot of other White Sox up and down the lineup worked some very solid at-bats against him. Mydroth worked a 10-pitch at-bat before striking out. I believe that was his first time up.
Here's Jacob Gonzalez, rookie first baseman. Long hold by Sheehan. Here's the pitch. Slider right on the inside corner. 0-1. Early returns, 242 average, 342 on base percentage. He has 1 home run. And the 0-1 is high, and Jacob held up on a check swing.
Something about that elevated fastball from Sheehan looks good to Sox hitters. He's offering it.
The 1-1 will have to wait. Throw to first. Meidroth back. Gonzalez is a California native. He played at Ole Miss. And was part of their College World Series championship team in 22. Drafted the following year in the first round by the White Sox. 1-1 is fouled to the screen behind the plate. One nothing Dodgers. We're in the second. And a swing and a foul tip. That's strike 3 on a changeup. Third strikeout early for Sheehan. Through 2, Dodgers 1, Sox nothing. This is the Hard Rock.
To be on a card is really humbling, but also to be able to create cards. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that this opportunity would come to me. But I always say, like, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I was ready for this moment to be able to create these cards to the best of my abilities and to do this project justice. And so I'm super proud to be creating cards. You know, if you asked me when I was playing in 2017 or 18 if that was going to be a thing, couldn't have imagined.
The wind is really blowing. Dust and papers swirling onto the field. All-star ballots like a mini tornado out there. This will be a wonderful night for the grounds crew.
Well, you never know what you're going to see.
No, the players all turning away from that wind so they won't get the dust in their eyes. This looks like a scene out of a Humphrey Bogart movie.
Find expert care for your journey at uihealth.care.
White Sox baseball.
Montgomery, deep right center.
There's just genuine excitement about everything that's been happening.
The flagship home for every Sox game.
ESPN Chicago.
Third inning. Newcomb back to work for his second inning. 1-0 Dodgers. And for the play-by-play, here's Connor.
All right, Len. First from Newcomb to Freeland, a high fly ball into right. Braden Montgomery tracks back just in front of the dirt track and will make the catch for out number 1. Newcomb out for more. It was Brian Hudson to open the ball game. Sox have gone with another left-hander out of the bullpen in Newcomb. Eric Fetty scheduled to work a couple innings in this ball game, but not yet. Dodgers have loaded him up with lefties. The first pitch to the leadoff man, Shohei Ohtani, in there for a strike at 94, 0-1. Ohtani reached on catcher's interference in the first. And now he'll ask for time and get it. Ohtani missed the first game in this series. Some soreness behind his knee. Led off the ball game with a home run yesterday. Newcomb kicks and fires. Ohtani hits a fly ball left side. This is twisting and will reach the seats.
Join us at the ballpark Saturday, June 27th. Sox host the Royals at 3:10. 15,000 in attendance will get an America's 250th Homage t-shirt presented by Coca-Cola.
0-2 from Newcomb. Fouled away.
Or skip the lines and secure your promo at checkout with guaranteed promo to purchase tickets and prepaid parking. Visit whitesox.com/promos.
Fetty is now on the mound in the White Sox bullpen getting loose. Here's the 0-2 to Shohei. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Newcomb to get him upstairs. 2 down in the third.
Off day tomorrow, so I would expect all of the, quote, A guys to see action today. Grant Taylor, Dominguez in play. We've already seen Hudson, now Newcomb.
Andy Pages takes a rip at a fastball up from Newcomb. It was out the zone. 0-1. Newcomb has been such a valuable piece of this White Sox bullpen from the left side. He's got a steadying presence out there on the mound. It's kind of like watching Dad pitch, you know? For as young as this White Sox bullpen is, 0-1, in there for a strike. Newcomb gets down there, settles it down. Especially early in the season. I remember in that series against the Marlins, gosh, it feels like forever ago. 0-2, swing and a miss. He got him. Newcomb did stuff like this. Got the Sox bullpen through some tougher times. Good stuff now. They trail the Dodgers 1-0.
Sandy Alcantara, he has delivered 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. One of the better starts that we've seen from Sandy recently.
Going back is Melendez and makes a diving grab.
That's as fine a play as you're going to see from an outfielder.
Deep fly, right center, and he got it! Owen Casey! Big Red might have just pulled a homer away from Cedric Mullins.
Line drive, off the glove, Tigers win! Kevin McGonigal delivers! The Tigers walk it off!
Hot shot, fair ball, he's got it. It's a triple for Benj. What an afternoon for the kid. 5 for 5 for Carson Benj.
Have a day.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
And still be good when the night starts. The city's too alive this time of year to call it early. Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
You're out of there, leaky store brands. When all else fails, try North Shore Adult Diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
1-0 Dodgers with the White Sox coming to hit in the bottom of the third. Tristan Peters, the man who broke it up yesterday, swings at the first, lines one foul down the right side. Looked a lot like the swing he hit a home run off Yoshinobu Yamamoto with yesterday. Peters got a good hand from the crowd here as he stepped to the plate. They know what he did and what he's been doing all year long for the White Sox, hitting .299 coming to the plate today. Sheehan's 0-1. Another one fouled off, right side out of play. 0-2 on Peters. It's been one of the more unexpected sources of offense. The White Sox knew he could pick it out in center field, really go get him. Offensively, it's been a huge find. 0-2. Checked his swing, went around. So home plate umpire Dylan Wilson rung him up. The 4th strikeout for Emmett Sheehan, Dodgers starter today.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the White Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox.
Drew Romo, the 9-hitter. With one away in the White Sox third, Sheehan fires downhill and gets a strike. 97 now with the fastball. He's working about 94 in the first and second inning. That's usually where he'll sit, but found some extra there on the first pitch to Romo. Romo asked for time, now dug back in. Rushing, the catcher sets up outside. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled away, 0-2. Sheehan rubbed up a baseball. Now set. And the next one to Romo. Fouled off, in and out of the mitt. And probably a lot of the chest protector of rushing. So Romo stays alive. Sox have had just one base runner. That's Chase Mydroth, who was hit by a pitch in the second. Romo's got a hit in the series. Sheehan rocks and fires. Here's an 0-2. Swing and a miss. Romo goes down. 5 strikeouts.
Sheehan thought it was the third out.
He was headed to the Dodgers dugout. It's a good breaking ball. Had some mean snap on it. Sheehan wasn't headed there. He was, nearly in the dugout by the time his teammates pulled him back. The inning's not over. Antonacci, the leadoff man, takes a pitch from Sheehan. It's a strike on a slider. 0-1. Fetty continues to warm in the White Sox bullpen. They've used Hudson. They've used Newcomb. Muncy is in at third on Antonacci. The pitch misses outside, a curveball. 1-1. One run for the Dodgers. A Freddie Freeman home run in the first off of Brian Hudson. The next, the 1-1. That's down on a fastball. 2-1. Antonacci comes into the game with a .279 average and a .381 on base. Much better against righties than lefties. Overall, an outstanding debut for the rookie. 2-1 pitch, low. 3-1.
I believe he had a 3-1 count in the first inning.
Took a big swing on that 3-1, flied to center. Antonacci's got one home run. It came in Arizona. It did not leave the ballpark. It was an inside the park home run. One of the things that really put Antonacci on the scouting radar into spring in the World Baseball Classic was a little more power for the young left-handed batter. Here's a 3-1. Swung on, juiced into right. Tucker goes back and will make the catch on a sinking line drive.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
And one pitch, one out. Mets have him first and third. Little pop towards short. Mason's got it. Rocket to first, and they doubled him up. Bichette wandered too far off first, and Mason Wynn guns him out.
Mason Wynn caught it, threw a bullet to first base to double up Bo Bichette.
How about that?
A 6-3 double play, doubling up the batter Young and Bo Bichette, leaving Soto at third.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
and beyond. You'll be supported every step of the way to thrive in your chosen career. Apply today at northpark.edu. North Park University, where faith, purpose, and career come together.
Line shot deep left, a home run.
Hey, it's Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
Y'all listen to ESPN Chicago, the home of the Chicago White.
Fourth, Connor McKnight in for Darren Jackson. Len Casper alongside. 1-0 Dodgers. And Sean Newcomb's first pitch to Freddie Freeman leading off the inning. Misses outside 1-0 on the future Hall of Famer. Freeman hit a solo shot in the first and lines this one deep into center. Peters is back. He'll make the catch shy of the track. Hard hit baseball, but an out. Newcomb's been really good out of the White Sox bullpen. Will Venable out of the dugout, though, and it'll be the end of the day for Newcomb. Eric Fetty will come in. Chicago Sports Network is your home, TV home for White Sox baseball. Stream the Sox all season, anytime, anywhere, on up to 3 devices with the CHSN app. Available on Apple, Android, and connected TV. Chicago Sports Network, full stream ahead. Back with a pitching change in just a bit here on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Spring in Chicago doesn't wait, and you shouldn't either. Yingling Flights, the next generation of light beer. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Eric Fetty on to work for the White Sox. 1-0 Dodgers. One away in the top of the fourth. Mookie Betts, the hitter. The shortstop today for the Dodgers. Fetty starts his afternoon with a ball outside to the future Hall of Famer Mookie Betts. 1-0. Betts with an error yesterday on a ground ball to his left. It broke up the perfecto from Yamamoto. Swung on at a dribbler out in front of the mound, third base side. Fetty tries to barehand but can't pick it up. And Betts will reach. I believe that'll be scored a single.
Yep, his fourth hit in 2 days.
The other two, his two singles yesterday, went right back up the middle. That one just a swinging bunt. And for Fetty, I don't know that there's really even much of a chance to get Betts. Still runs well enough had he scooped that up the first attempt.
Oh, that's a hit all the way. Yep.
So a man on with one out. Fetty delivers to Muncy. Missed outside on a sweeper, 1-0, and he'll challenge.
Pitch is called a ball, catcher's challenge.
Drew Romo fires up the ABS. And it did miss outside.
Confirmed, Chicago has one challenge remaining.
Sox down to one challenge. The pitch missed by less than an inch. It is 1-0 on Muncy. Betts takes his lead away from first, widens it some. Fetty delivers. In there for a strike. Romo really popped up out of his stance quickly after receiving that pitch. Might have thought there was a delayed action on. Not something you see him do often. 1-1 on Muncy. Long wait now for Fetty. He comes home. That pitch in there for a strike. A good sweeper. 1-2. Eric Fetty is tied in the 10th spot for the fewest runs in support in the American League with a minimum of 60 innings pitched. A lot of caveats, and it's all to say he could use some runs. 1-2 inside on a sinker. 2-2 on Muncy. Fetty a starter in the White Sox rotation, but the third man to work today. Sean Newcomb was very good. 2 1/3, no hits, 4 strikeouts. The pitch by Fetty off the end of the bat down the third base side and foul.
One ticket plus a free meal. Grab your family. Head to the park with a family pack starting at $21 for select games. Each ticket purchase includes a hot dog, drink, chips, and a cookie. For tickets, it's whitesox.com/family.
Miguel Vargas is way off the line from third against the lefty Muncy. Fetty's 2-2. Low. 3-2. The old adage is that solo shots won't beat you. That's how the Dodgers have scored today. And that saying feels like it's something that's on the pitcher, right? Don't walk guys. But run prevention is on the defense just as much. The White Sox turned to double play in front of that home run. Feels big so far. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Fetty. A sweeper gets Muncy 2 away.
Big welcome to our listeners tuned in today in Marion, Illinois, 1150 AM and 98.1 FM, the legendary WGGH.
Muncy was way out in front of that breaking ball. Fetty has leaned on that sweeper all year through good times and bad. There's been some nice starts for Fetty of late. He'll work to Kyle Tucker. First pitch in there for a strike. That time a sweeper.
Very similar location to the pitch that was called a ball and Romo challenged unsuccessfully. It was off the plate.
Tucker's 0 for 1, squared to bunt. Runner goes, pitch is swung on and fouled back. That's Mookie Betts over at first, who's looked like he wouldn't mind taking off at some point here. Oftentimes with an 0-2 count, you'll see a manager try to send a guy and get the reset for a hitter like Tucker in the next inning, even if they are thrown out. See if that plays on here. Danny Lehman managing the Dodgers today. Dave Roberts away for a graduation. Betts does go. The pitch is low, and Romo couldn't find the handle, so Betts advances to second.
That's his 197th career stolen base, his first this season, and his 37th game.
I believe that was the changeup from Fetty. Saw the turnover action on his hand. The ball just skipped out in front of home plate by a bit. 1-2 on Tucker. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Count will stay put. Tucker is the second of 4 consecutive left-handers toward the bottom of the Dodgers lineup. Alex Freeland batting 9 is a switch hitter, so make it 5. Against the right-hander Eric Fetty. 1-0 Dodgers in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Tough at bat here for Tucker. He's been behind the whole time, and that was pitch number 6. Betts at second after the steal. Fetty to the plate. A 1-2 missed outside on a sweeper, but Romo will challenge this one.
Pitcher called a ball, catcher challenge.
Oh, this is really going to be close.
Nail-biting time here at Rate Field. The pitch is a strike on ABS. Clip the zone by just a little bit, and Tucker is retired. So are the Dodgers.
Coming off AL Player of the Week honors, where he hit over 400 with 3 homers, Bobby Witt Jr. was all gas, no brakes.
And Grounded inside the bag and up the line. Played poorly off the sidewall by Carpenter. How far will Bobby go? And Vance Wilson is going to let him come to the plate. He is in there.
To say Bobby is on a tear is an understatement. His gap-to-gap power and that lightning speed have him among the major league leaders in hits, stolen bases, and WAR. He also just happens to be one of baseball's premier defensive players.
Goodness, that's why he's one of the best in the game.
That is how you win a Gold Glove in back-to-back seasons, and last year earned a Platinum Glove.
Baseball fans are bearing witness to something special.
He's their go-to guy in all situations, whether it's defensively, offensively, running the bases, complete player.
A primetime player in his prime.
Visit emarquettebank.com/home loan to get started. Marquette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 462926.
Hey, it's Will Venable, manager for the Chicago White Sox. You're listening to White Sox Baseball. This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
One nothing LA. The White Sox hit in the bottom of the fourth. Miguel Vargas, Andrew Benintendi, and Colson Montgomery due up. The pitch from Sheehan. A shot into center. Pajes will freeze and make the catch head high. Well struck by Miguel. One away for the Sox.
Those ABS challenges, always a reminder, a second opinion is a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
Seen yesterday and today, if you put the average exit velos together for Miguel, you would say he'd probably need to be about 3 for 6. This has not come up that way.
Yep, he's hitting it at people.
The first pitch to Benintendi, inside on a curveball. Didn't miss by much, 1-0. Man, Miguel's been so good to start the month of June. More walks than strikeouts coming into the game today. The 1-0 from Sheehan outside. And I looked this up for the TV broadcast yesterday. I'll bring it up here. You can sort on Baseball Savant from year-over-year numbers in a lot of different categories. You know, the improvements or decreases that a hitter might see. 2-0 from Sheehan. Popped up and behind us into the seats. And if you look at the increase in hard hit rate from last year to this year, Andy Pajes and Andrew Benintendi are 2 and 3 in the biggest increases in hard hit rate from last year to this season. 2-1. That ball missed low. 3-1. Sox still with just one base runner. Mydroff hit by a pitch in the second. Sheehan into the line. 3-1's in there for a strike. Down the pipe with a slider. 3-2. Benintendi is homered 7 times. He's driven in 31. Colson Montgomery waits on deck. 1-0 Dodgers. Full count pitch. Popped up on the infield. Betts at short will take a few steps back and make the play out number 2. Well, we've got 10 seconds. Let's pause it here for station identification. Colson Montgomery with 2 away. Hitting .217. He's got 16 home runs, a .315 on base. Pitch from Sheehan is upstairs on a fastball at 96. He's found a few extra bumps here in the last 2 innings. A little more velocity from Sheehan. They play Colson to pull on the infield, fairly straight away in the outfield. Pitch. Low on a curve. Did Colson go? No. So 2-0. It's the crew chief, Ron Culpa, down there at first. Said Colson held up. Sheehan's 2-0 pitch. Big rip, and Colson came up empty on a slider. Sheehan works from the first base side of the pitching rubber. He wiggles before coming to set. Rocks back and forth, up onto his toes, and then back down. 2-1. Colson, it's a hard ground ball past Freeman at first, into the corner. He'll take the turn and head into second. That ball caromed off the sidewall, but died on the dirt. 111 off the bat, and it's a double for Montgomery.
Sox have their first hit here in the fourth. That double sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, America's favorite vodka for a reason, distilled and bottled by Fifth Generation Inc. Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. That's number 13 for Colson.
Yesterday, Montgomery hit one 110 miles an hour, but it was straight into the glove of Freddie Freeman. So this day, 111 beats him. And in scoring position for the Sox. So 1-0 lead for the Dodgers, and the pitch is outside to Braden Montgomery. That time a changeup way off the plate from Sheehan. Braden's got 4 driven in already. Hasn't been up long, but he's made an impact. Sheehan to the plate. The 1-0 fouled away. 1-1. Sox fans will never forget Braden Montgomery's debut. Hit a homer in extras to beat the Braves, but when he stepped to the plate his first time up, Len, and took a look around this packed ballpark, kind of taking it all in, that was one of the cooler moments. 1-1, checked his swing on a high fastball, 2-1.
Yeah, he made an effort to kind of be in the moment.
Montgomery hitting left-handed against the righty Sheehan. He is a switch hitter. Chase Mydroth on deck. Colson at second. The pitch. Well struck, but foul down the third base side and out of play. 2-2 now the count on the rookie right fielder, Braden Montgomery. Only run in the game, a Freddie Freeman homer. It was in the first. Series on the line this afternoon. White Sox won the first, Dodgers won yesterday. Sheehan out of the stretch and will step off. Braden might have actually stepped out first and asked for time. Although I think even if you're keeping score at home, you're probably not keeping track of which guy called time when. Set the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Montgomery goes down. A good one from Sheehan ends the threat from the White Sox. Still 1-0 Dodgers. We head to the fifth on the Hard Rock Casino.
Got a couple packs of Topps 2002. Going to open them up and see who I played with.
Oh, Bartolo Colon. This is actually a pretty good pack. So I got a chance to play with Bartolo in Cleveland. Really good teammate, cool dude. It was fun, man. He was always a great hitter.
Woody Williams, probably one of the best Astro killers ever. You always enjoyed chewing the stale gum while you were looking for your heroes.
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This was our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
ChicagoRoofingContractors.org.
Strike three. Got him looking. Struck him out.
Hey, it's Noah Schultz, left-handed pitcher for Chicago White Sox. You're listening to ESPN Chicago, home of your Chicago White Sox.
White Sox and Dodgers in a close one, 1-0 LA. Back for the play-by-play. Here is Len Casper.
All right, thanks, Connor. And welcome back to our Bell Tire broadcast booth here at Rate Field. Ryan Ward leads off the Dodger fifth, and he lines into left, a base hit. Antonacci will go chase it down in the corner. Ward racing to second. He'll have a standing leadoff double. So the Dodgers have a runner in scoring position with nobody out, and that'll bring up the catcher rushing. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the White Sox this season. Every time the Sox turn a double play here at home, Steinhoffels will donate $200 to Special Spaces to help create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer. The pitch is outside on a sinker. Dodgers lead 1-0. They're trying to tack on here in the fifth, and a swing and a miss on a cutter from Fetty. Count now 1-1. Wind seems to be blowing straight out to center field today. A little on the cool side, right around 70 degrees at the moment. The set by Fetty, the pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground to a backhanded Gonzalez at first. High flip to Fetty, but he got to the bag in time for the out. That could have been perilous. Fetty nearly collided with the batter runner rushing. On the play, Ward advances. He's at third with one out.
Good range from Gonzalez. That flip back to the running target, Eric Fetty, is a tough one. That's a deceptively athletic play for both the first baseman and pitcher. Fetty having to slow things down, reach way back for the baseball, and still tap first on his way by.
So the infield is in against Alex Freeland, who bats from the left side. The pitch. It's a strike on a sinker. Freeland did not challenge. It might have been high.
Might have.
Runner at third, one out. The pitch. Down and away on a change. Fetty leans in, gets the signal. The pitch. Fouled. Romo was ready to catch that pitch and maybe fire to third. Count now 1-2. Freeland without a hit in the series, 0 for 4. He was on their opening day roster for the first time in his career. Now in his second stint this season with the big league club. The 1-2. It's low on a sweeper. They used 3 second basemen yesterday. Freeland, Rojas, and Espinal. I guess Rojas has been battling a shin issue, so he did not finish that game. 2-2 is outside on a changeup. Ohtani's on deck.
First pitch from Fetty in this at-bat that hasn't been down in the strike zone. Really looking for that ground ball with the infield pulled in. And a runner at third.
The payoff and a swing and a miss, strike 3, and a quick throw to third by Romo to Vargas is late. But that's the second out. And it's the third strikeout for Eric Fetty. And I think they're going to walk Ohtani here with 2 bases open. So it is an intentional walk. And they'll go after Andy Pages.
And the TV cameras caught Will Venable in the dugout doing 2 things at once. Checking back over his shoulder to see if they wanted to challenge that play at third and holding up 4 fingers to walk Ohtani while he was doing it.
The first and third for the Dodgers. Fetty trying to work around a leadoff double. Infield back with 2 gone. Gonzalez will hold Ohtani, but he will not be running here with that bulky knee, and Pages fouls on a sweeper. Strike 1.
Dodgers say Ohtani's going to make his next start. That would be Wednesday if they stay in their rotation.
And it will be at home against the Tampa Bay Rays. The pitch is high. Dodgers will play tomorrow night against Tampa Bay. And then they've got the Orioles next weekend. One and one the count. 1-0 Dodgers lead, 5th inning. The pitch. Pages takes a low outside sweeper. Got a final already. Miami beat the Pirates 4-2. Both teams now at 500 on the year. Fetty throws over. Ohtani dives back. Ward the runner at third. Ohtani's at first. The pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pages. He'll get a timeout. Fetty has some good numbers in his career against the Dodgers, a sub-2 ERA. Here's his 2-2. There's a swing and a ground ball toward the middle. Montgomery has it. A little flip over to Mydroth at second. They force Ohtani. And Fetty strands a couple. Bottom 5.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Costa Iavoni, your local accident lawyers, because they are Chicago. 708-4million.
White Sox trail 1-0 here at Wright Field as we head to the bottom of the 5th, which is when we bring out our Twitter poll question on X. Len and Connor, when you guys are ready.
We are.
All right. We asked White Sox fans, which of the White Sox series wins at the Rates is your favorite so far this year? We have the sweep of the Royals, the 12th through the 14th of May. We have taken 2 of 3 from the Cubs. We have sweeping the Tigers and taking 2 from Atlanta.
Sheehan to Mydroth, and the pitch is inside on a curveball. I think beating the Cubs will be number 1.
I would agree with you. I think it's got to be that series.
Get the answer after this next offer. Emmett Sheehan to chase Mydroth. Strike called, outside corner heat.
Overwhelmingly, 75% like taking 2 of 3 from the Cubs.
Sure.
I preferred sweeping the Tigers,
All
personally.
right. You like those division wins.
And an extra win. on top of that.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. The 1-1. Check swing on a wide one he held. And the count is 2-1.
Can I put in my vote on the Twitter poll, though? Because the idea is to guess along with the fans. I'd vote for the 2 wins against the Braves.
I probably would, too. But you beat your crosstown rival, especially the way the White Sox did. Meidroth takes ball 3, 3-1.
Not that I didn't like that series, but things still felt a little bit like found money at that point. Beating the Braves felt like saying they're here now. They're a very good baseball team.
Muncy in at third. The 3-1 is a strike, pitcher's strike. In fact, both strikes in this at bat have been right on that outside corner on a fastball. Muncy now will back up. So full count to Meidroth. The motion and the 3-2. Fouled upstairs off to the right. White Sox looking for an advantage here. Brought to you by Advantage Dealer Group. Find your next Chevy, Acura, Toyota, now Cadillac, Buick, GMC. Find your advantage at Advantage Dealer Group. 3-2, check swing and a called third, I think, on a slider. So that's 7 strikeouts for Sheehan. And that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez. He struck out in the second. The pitch coming. It's outside on a changeup. Sheehan, born in New York, from Salisbury, Connecticut. Called strike. 6th round pick in 21 out of Boston College. Did not pitch in the 24 season due to Tommy John surgery. And he had quite a major league debut back in 23. The 1-1 is high. June 16th of that year against the Giants. 6 innings, no hits. But he got pulled due to his pitch count and ended up with a no decision. Here's his 2-1. Gonzalez waves and misses.
Some trade rumors around Sheehan this winter. Whether or not a team like the Orioles could pluck a guy like Sheehan away from the Dodgers with all their then starting pitcher depth.
The 2-2 serve. It's outside. He's worked a few 3-ball counts here. He has not yet walked a batter. He did hit Meidroth in the second. The only other base runner, the Colson Montgomery 2-out double in the 4th. We're now in the 5th. The pitch. And it is inside, and Gonzalez walks.
It's a really nice plate appearance by Jacob, working that 1-out walk. Couple of pitchers' pitches to start things off. As you mentioned, he did not give in and did not chase.
And that will bring up Tristan Peters. Average lead by Gonzalez. Peters hits a line rocket over the head of Jose Lajer, the first base coach. It's foul. It's 0-1. Sun not a factor. A lot of cloud cover at the moment. And the wind has shifted a little bit, maybe a little more right to left. But 0-1 is popped way up in the air. Shallow right. Looks like it's Kyle Tucker's ball, and he'll make the catch. So Peters is out. 2 down now. Drew Romo.
Peters has been looking to pull in both his at-bats today. Trying to get down that right field line. Got under that one.
Runner at first, 2 outs, 1-0 Dodgers, 5th inning. The pitch to Romo. Belt high strike, 95 on a 4-seamer. Gonzalez edges off the bag at first. The 0-1, and Romo fouls right behind home plate. 0-2. Tigers and Guardians were postponed today. I think they'll make up that game later this summer. Sox a half game out of first place. Sheehan on an 0-2. Here it is. He struck him out on a changeup. So Romo's out. Sox done in the 5th. It's 1-0 Dodgers. We go to the 6th on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Stop. Nothing gets through. And nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Top of the 6th inning. Freddie Freeman leads off for the Dodgers. He's the reason they have a 1-0 lead. He homered off Brian Hudson in the 1st inning. His first hit of this series. He'll be followed by Betts and Muncy. Eric Fetty in his 3rd inning of action. And the pitch. It's low. Technically an inning and 2/3 at this point, but he came on in the 4th. The 1-0. Outside on a changeup. So Fetty, the bulk guy, facing Freeman for the first time, and it's the 6th inning. And he misses low on a sinker for ball 3.
Well, that's the design of the thing. That's why they've got the opener, or in this case, the openers, Hudson and Newcomb.
Freeman fouls, so Freddie facing his 3rd pitcher in 3 at-bats today. Hudson in the 1st, Newcomb in the 4th, and Fetty in the 6th. The 3-1 is bounced foul into the Dodgers dugout. The motion and the 3-2. Grounded foul, first base side. Cardinals 3, Twins 2. They're in the 6th inning. Kansas City's got a 4-0 lead over Houston. They're in the 5th at the Big K. Another 3-2. It's a high sweeper, and Freeman walks.
MLB Plus is new for 2026. Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week, plus live radio broadcasts of every game. Game Day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today.
The batter is Betts. 1 for 2 with a stolen base. And he takes a strike on a sweeper. The 0-1. Low on a sweeper. So now Betts has been a Dodger longer than he was a Red Sox. 7th year with LA, 6 years with Boston. The 1-1 coming. Mookie takes a strike.
What hits you more, that one or that Bryce Harper, who we just saw in Philly, has been there longer than he was with the Nationals?
Right. Betts has 4 World Series rings, 1 with the Red Sox, 3 with the Dodgers. The pitch, golf foul. Freeman started to take off for second and then stopped. Pretty good lead by Freddie Freeman at first. Hands on his knees. He's not running, and Betts takes way outside on a sinker. Count now 2-2 on Mookie Betts. Here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to the shortstop Montgomery. He'll get the out at second. Relay is a little late, and it also pulled Gonzalez off the bag. It might have been close at first, but we'll never know. So it's a fielder's choice for Betts, and he takes over at first for Freeman.
Jacob Gonzalez has displayed an understanding for playing first that usually takes a while to get. You have to get the baseball. Even if that throw on a double play pulls you off the bag, you've got to stop the baseball. He did that.
So the batter is Muncy, and he takes high. Well, Betts ran in the 4th inning and was successful, his first of the year. We'll see if he's thinking about it again this time. He doesn't run, and Muncy takes a sweeper for a strike. It's been an entertaining series, even though the final scores have not been particularly close. Sox 8-2, Dodgers 7-1 in the first 2 games. There's an up and in sinker. And it's 2-1 on Muncy. Right now 1-0 Dodgers. They bat in the 6th inning.
In the 5th, that sinker was able to get Fedde out of some trouble alongside with the sweeper, but has not been able to keep that pitch down in the 6th.
He'll throw to first. Betts dives back in ahead of the tag. The 2-1. Low on a sweeper. Three balls and a strike. Muncy came up initially with the Oakland Ball Club in 2015. Parts of 2 seasons there. And he swings and lines to right. Here's Braden Montgomery coming on, and he makes the catch.
Take your game day to the next level with our premium seating areas, all-inclusive dining, in-seat service, and preferred parking included. For more information, visit whitesox.com/premium or call or text 312-674-1000.
2 down. Here's Kyle Tucker. 0 for 2. Fielder's choice on a bunt attempt in the second and a strikeout looking in the fourth. And he fouls. Dodgers have 3 hits. The big one, a homer by Freeman in the first inning. That's been it for the scoring at this stage. The pitch is high. Romo's going to throw to first, and Betts back safely.
Since Fetty's come in, the White Sox have looked for a couple opportunities for Romo to backpick. It's like they don't mind getting aggressive, throwing down to try and get these Dodgers runners on their heels a bit.
Oh, 1-1. It's a strike. Sweeper on the outer edge.
Great pitch.
I mentioned Miami beat Pittsburgh. Max Meyer defeated Paul Skeens. Meyer is 7-0. Sweepers off the outside. Skeens drops to 6-6. Meyer with a 2.75. Skeens, after giving up 2 runs in 6 innings, has a 2.85. 2-2 coming. There's a swing and a ground ball base hit out into right center. It's going to send Betts all the way to third. Peters will pick it up and throws back in towards second. Kyle Tucker with a 2-out hit. And they're at the corners for Ryan Ward.
Not a bad pitch. Low and away corner. Tucker just reached for it. Sent it off the end of the bat. My drop was shaded toward first. He found the space in the infield. Betts got to running first and third.
So Romo and Fetty will talk things over on the mound before Ward bats.
Learn from the pros this summer at a White Sox summer camp starting at $165. Kids ages 5 through 12 can register for a 4-day baseball camp. Campers will receive a Sox swag bag with a White Sox branded compression arm sleeve. You got to have that. 2 tickets for a 2026 White Sox home game and more. To learn more, visit whitesox.com/camps.
Ward 1 for 2, but the hit was a double off Fetty in the 5th. He bats with 2 on, 2 out, 6th inning, and he takes a strike on a changeup. Nothing in 1 on Ryan Ward. The pitch. Called strike on a sweeper.
We don't talk about framing as much as we used to with the ABS anymore, or at least that's what it feels like to me. But that's a great job by Drew Romo to get a strike.
Yeah, framing does still matter. The 0-2 is high and outside. Dodgers injury list is a long one, as it has been really every year the last few seasons. They've been able to overcome a lot of it. The 1-2 is pop foul out of play. Teoscar Hernandez has a strained hamstring. Kike Hernandez came back briefly and then strained his oblique. Tommy Edman should be back soon from an ankle injury. We mentioned their catcher Will Smith is out. And then a long list of pitchers. The 1-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. Good work by Eric Fetty. Dodgers lead 2. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers 1, White Sox nothing on the.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Aurelio's Pizza. It's a sauce.
White Sox trail the Dodgers 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th, which is when we bring you our Gateway to the Booth, brought to you by the City of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway. It is an Ask Len Day when you're ready, Mr. Casper.
I'm ready.
All right, Nick in Bartlett wants to know, he says, Len, if you were in charge and you had to choose between Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto starting at Game 7 for your team, who were you going with?
Well, probably either. Antonacci fouls. But as great as Yamamoto was yesterday, I probably always default to Ohtani on every question, whether it's offensive or on the mound. So I'll go Ohtani, but it's really close. One strike to count. Emmett Sheehan delivers. Called strike on a changeup. Antonacci thought it was low.
You know, if you start Yamamoto, you can bring Ohtani out of the bullpen.
You could. The pitch is a strike. Sox are out of challenges.
Call is confirmed. Chicago is out of challenges.
Yamamoto was pretty good out of the pen in Game 7 last year. Kind of.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, I think either guy could do whatever job you need. Antonacci trying to shake it off after losing that final White Sox challenge. Sheehan kind of rocks slightly back and forth as he gets the sign. His 0-2 is hit in the air out into right. This is a game-tying homer. Boy, Sam was not happy with himself after that failed ABS challenge. And on the very next pitch, he just hit one 415 feet. His second career blast and the first one over the fence.
104.8 off the bat. That was a mean swing from Sam Antonacci.
Wow. That home run brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Here's Vargas. It's 1-1. And he takes up and in. See Air Supply at Hard Rock Live Sunday, August 2nd. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. The pitch low and away. This huge crowd now making some noise. The 2-0. He missed the outside on a fastball. Ball 3. Here it comes. Vargas takes a strike. How about that at bat? He loses a challenge, the final one in the 6th inning, and he was pretty aggravated. And he made up for it big time. Vargas swings and misses on a good slider. It's a full count. So Sheehan back in the fight. 3-2. Vargas will get a timeout. You mentioned the power he showed
in the WBC. We saw some of it in spring training. The 3-2 hit hard and through into left, and Vargas is on with a single.
It's a great at bat from Miguel. That first pitch after the homer from Antonacci was up and in, and Miguel kind of stared out at Sheehan for a little bit, trying to see whether that was intentioned or not. Vargas hung in there, offered it a big breaking ball, caught him off balance. That one scalded it through the left side.
Mark Pryor, the Dodger pitching coach, out for a visit. So a homer and a single to open the inning. The Sox had 1 hit through 5.
Visit the Topo Chico Hard Seltzer Cantina this season, which features Topo Chico Hard Seltzers, plenty of space to hang out, and a cool view of the field. Located at the top of the stairs in section 159, the cantina is open to the public until the last out of every game. For more information, call or text 312-674-1000.
Left-hander Jack Dreyer loosening in the Dodger bullpen. Here's Andrew Benintendi with Vargas at first. Nobody out. Tie ball game, 6th inning. Betts will play up the middle. Freeland deep at second. There goes Vargas. The pitch is outside. The throw on a bounce is late, and Vargas stayed on the bag. He went headlong and went past the bag, but he kept his leg and his foot on it as Betts kept the tag on him the whole time. That's his 10th stolen base. Meanwhile, 1-0 on Benintendi.
10 steals, more than 10 doubles, and more than 10 homers for Miguel Vargas.
10 stolen bases, a career high. 1-0 pitch is up and in on a slider. Grant Taylor cranking it up in the White Sox pen. Sheehan on a 2-0. Here it is. Swung on and missed on a slider. Sam Antonacci with a leadoff homer to tie it. And now they've got a runner at second with nobody out. Trying to take their first lead since Friday's win. There's a swing and a base hit. Right field corner. Vargas will jog around third and score. Benintendi's got a double. Sox lead 2-1.
Three straight hits against Sheehan. They finally got to him, and now they've broken through with a lead.
That third time through the order. And that will knock the starter out of the game. That double sponsored by Tito's, number 10 for Benintendi. He's got a go-ahead RBI. It's 2-1 White Sox. They're still batting with nobody out, and we'll be back on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Man, swings, hits a high fly ball, deep right center field, way out of here and gone. Ian Happ with a monster home run to right. That's home run number 14 on the year. What a majestic blast for Ian Happ. 446 feet. As soon as he hit it, he just started scrolling to first and admired it. He knew it was gone. Way out of here for Ian Happ.
The beauty of this jersey is the field, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards, and that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing, and there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
Today.
New pitcher for the Dodgers is a left-hander, Jack Dreyer. Born in Utah, went to high school in Johnston, Iowa. Pitched at the University of Iowa. He was undrafted. And this is his 27th appearance and his second season with the Dodgers. And he's 3-1 with a 2.93. White Sox lead the game for the first time, 2-1. They've got Benintendi at second and Colson Montgomery at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's fouled to the screen back of the plate. Homer single double to open the inning. And that ended the day of Emmett Sheehan, who was excellent through 5. Long hold now, an 0-1. Swinging a fly ball out into right. Kyle Tucker will watch it go. A 2-run blast. Colson Montgomery. It's 4-1.
The White Sox offense has hit the gas in the 6th. Sam Antonacci tees off for a leadoff homer in the inning, and Colson Montgomery with a tank job into right.
Number 17, brought to you by Hard Rock Casino. 38th career homer in his 138th game. One of those runs will be charged to Sheehan. Now Braden Montgomery, who will bat right-handed. What a start to the 6th. First pitch to Braden is low.
It's funny with Colson. His last swing has nothing to do with how good his next can be.
0-1-0. Bounced on a curve. Ball 2.
You know, there can just be these stretches where he'll look a little lost or a little bit late on a fastball or a little bit reachy on a breaking ball. But if you put that next one near the spot he's eyeing up, he can turn and burn real quick.
He's got a double and a 2-run homer today after he struck out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss by Braden, 2-1. (4-1) White Sox in the 6th. The pitch. A swing and a base hit. He cracked the liner out into center at 108 miles an hour. 5 batters, 5 hits, all over 100 miles an hour here in the 6th. Woo. Now Mydroth. Derek Showman and Joel McKeithen have to love it.
We've seen the replay up here in the booth of Montgomery's home run. Len, I kid you not, Colson is smiling while swinging. That's how quickly he knew he got that ball out.
That's like his bobblehead. He's smiling as he's swinging. That was a giveaway yesterday. Dreyer throws to first. Braden Montgomery back. The set. The pitch to Mydroth. And it's high. They turned around game 1 on Friday with a 7-run fifth. Mydroth takes a strike. Well, they were down a run. They've put up 4 without an out being recorded in the 6th. Big hole on the right side for Chase. The 1-1. And he hits a fly ball out into deep right. Tucker back. He's at the fence. It's gone. Chase Mydroth with an opposite field 2-run homer. And they are pouring it on. 6-1. That home run brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. It's his 6th. That's a new career high. And this place is going bananas.
It's a slugfest in the 6th for the White Sox. Antonacci, Colson, Montgomery, and Mydroth.
Slider strike on Jacob Gonzalez. Who knew that losing that last ABS challenge would be the spark plug?
It lit the candle.
0-1 is outside on a curve. What an atmosphere today. And it's been that way all week, especially in this series. Against the 2-time defending champs, Gonzalez taps foul. 6-1 in the 6th. Ball 1 and strike 2. Dreyer delivers. It's high. Dodgers have a righty up. Two coming. And it's chopped to the first baseman. Freeman's got it. He'll take it to the bag. That's out number 1. Here's Tristan Peters. Boy, if you just tuned us in, Sox were down 1-0. They had 1 hit through 5. Sam Antonacci lost an ABS challenge to go down 0-2, and then he hit a towering homer to tie it off Sheehan. Vargas singled, stole second. Benintendi knocked him in on a double. Peters hits a ground ball to the second baseman Freeland. He'll glove and toss to first. Montgomery hit a 2-run homer. Braden Montgomery hit a single, and then Chase Mydroth with a 2-run shot. Now 2 away. Here's the 9th batter of the inning, Romo. Drew took his time out before this first pitch. And here it comes. It's a high curveball. The right-hander is Blake Trinan loosening for the Dodgers. Romo swings and misses on a high one. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ball in the dirt. Chance to go 4-1 against the Braves and the Dodgers. Arguably the 2 best teams in baseball on paper coming into this homestand. Romo grounds foul. Taylor just watching right now from the bullpen. Grant's been up for a while and been ready for a while, but he's enjoying the show. 2-2. It's high, ball 3. Dreyer sets and pitches. Called strike 3, inning over. But the fans now getting on their feet. This team, man, 6 in the 6th. Sox lead 6-1.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
There's so much history right here. And when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run and I become a fan for life.
Surfside, proud partner of the Chicago White Sox. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
You strive for more. Your bank should too. Achieve more with Republic Bank of Chicago. Banking beyond expectations. Visit ourbankchicago.com to get started.
So it is Grant Taylor in the 7th. We're back in our Bell Tire broadcast booth. Sox 6. Dodgers 1. Here's Connor.
All right, Len. Taylor has been absolutely fantastic this season. He'll start with Dalton rushing. First pitch, a curveball misses low, 1-0. 6-1 White Sox, a 6-run 6th inning. Chance to take this series and finish out the last 3 against the Dodgers. Pitch by Taylor is low on a fastball at 97, 2-0. Rushing the 8-hitter, Freeland on deck. He's in the 9 spot. Then Shohei Ohtani. 2-0 kick from Taylor. Hard hit ball into the gap in right center field. Peters is going to chase this down up against the wall. It'll be a leadoff double for the Dodgers catcher. And a man in scoring position to start the 7th. While we've got 10, let's pause it here for station identification. So Taylor got up in that 6th inning in the White Sox pen after Antonacci homered and tied things up at 1. Now pitching with a big lead, but this Dodgers offense, here comes the pitch to Freeland. It's a strike at the top of the zone. This Dodgers offense can get started quickly. Even at the bottom part, you got Shohei Ohtani ready to go on deck. 0-1 in there for a strike. Good pitch by Taylor, 98 over the heart. So you figure this White Sox coaching staff, Will Venable, Walker McKinven, Zach Bove, they're all looking at Taylor as though, listen, he's up. This is a dangerous offense. They've got the off day tomorrow before playing the Yankees. Let's use one of the best weapons in the American League. 0-2, skipped in front of Romo. It got away from him. Up toward third, 2-3 rushing. Romo couldn't find it for the longest time. It skipped back to the White Sox on deck circle. And fortunately, Rushing didn't want to push it anymore. That ball just skipped off the heel of the mitt of Romo, then off the mask. It'll be a wild pitch. And a man at third now with nobody out in the seventh. 6-1 White Sox. Taylor set at the belt and out of the plate. Swung on, fouled away. Freeland just got a little piece of the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. 3 homers in the game for the White Sox. Antonacci, Colson Montgomery, and Chase Mydroth. Now a 1-2 from Taylor. Low, that time a slider. Taylor started the season mostly fastball, curveball. He's got a starter's pitch mix with the slider he just threw and the changeup he'd been working on since before he came up to the bigs in the White Sox minor league system last year. 2-2. Swung on a liner into left center field. Peters has a beat on it. He'll make the catch. Rushing will score from third, but most important, the White Sox get an out here in the seventh. 6-2. They lead it by 4. Shohei Ohtani will bat with the bases empty and 1 away. Ohtani reached on an error. Catcher's interference in the first. He has struck out and then intentionally walked. The pitch by Taylor. A strike at 99, but Ohtani will challenge.
Pitch is called a strike, batter challenge.
Looked like that pitch was up by quite a good distance. We're seeing the replay now on the ABS.
Calls overturned. Los Angeles has 2 challenges.
And it was well north of the strike zone. So 1-0 on Ohtani. What a matchup this is. Taylor and Ohtani. 1-0 pitch. Inside, that time a curve. First run for the Dodgers since Freddie Freeman's home run in the first. 2-0, reached for and fouled away to the pull side. 2-1. Ohtani asks for time, and it's granted. They play him to pull on the infield. Vargas is way off the line from third. He is basically playing shortstop. Here's the pitch. 2-1, fouled off. Wow. That was rocketed just over the top of the White Sox dugout.
I think you could hear Ohtani scream as he was a little nervous that that ball was going to do some damage over there.
Yep, immediately he knew that there were some people in danger. 2-2, swing and a miss. Taylor got him. Good breaking ball gets Ohtani, and 2 away in the inning.
A couple of strikeouts on Ohtani's line today.
Andy Pages with 2 out and nobody on. Run scoring in the inning. A sacrifice fly from the 9-hitter Alex Freeland. Ground ball to second base. Mydroth backs up to the grass and will make the play in time to get Pages.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Our care saves, and our care.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia.
James Wood led off with his 20th homer of the season. Nats crushed the Mariners 10-1. Athletics wrapping up their 6-game homestand in Las Vegas today. There were 27 home runs hit through the first 5 games at the Las Vegas ballpark. 2 more today. Rockies and A's tied up at 5 apiece. Back here at Wright Field, White Sox lead 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Back to Len Casper and Connor McKnight.
Thanks, Jeff. Sam Antonacci leads it off. Blake Trinan, the pitcher for the Dodgers, and Antonacci fouls it away. Always a good thing when your leadoff man leads off 2 consecutive innings. Antonacci with a homer to start things off in the 6th. It was the game-tying home run. His first of the season that left the yard. His other and inside the Parker. 0-1, ground ball to second. Scooped by Freeland, and he'll get Antonacci one away. Sam still has bragging rights today. According to Baseball Savant, his home run was 415 feet. Colson Montgomery's was 410. Not sure what the bet is on the team flight to New York, but I think Colson will have to pay up Sam, at least to this point. Miguel Vargas, the hitter, with 1 out. Miguel takes a pitch upstairs from Trinan. A cutter, 1-0. Miguel worked a long at bat against Emmett Sheehan, the starter, and singled to keep that inning moving for the Sox in the 6th. Swung on, ground ball left side. Muncy from third will make the throw across the diamond. Freddie Freeman digs it out, 2 away. Andrew Benintendi announced a hit. He's 1 for 3, a couple of pop-outs and an RBI double. That scored Vargas. That was his last time up. The pitch to Benny, wave and a miss. Awkward cut. Falls behind 0-1. Trinan, a longtime Dodger. He's been a closer at times. 0-1. Make it 0-2. A sweeper for a strike. Sox up by 4 and looking to close out another series win here at home. They bring this one in today. It would be 8 consecutive series won at Wright Field. 0-2. Benny skies one, but foul. Well foul. That got into one of the nice suites on the right side, just down from the press box. You don't see him up there often. Trying and ready, now delivers. That one missed high. And Benny will take his time. Benintendi has 2 game-winning RBI this season. He has the go-ahead RBI in this ball game today. He put him up 2-1. 1-2 pitch. Low. Rushing tried to frame that one. Did not get the call. Make it 2-2 on Benintendi. It'll be Freeman, Betts, and Muncy due up for the Dodgers in the 8th. Here's a 2-2. Off the end of the bat, left side and past Muncy. He made an Olay play at it, moving to his left. Wasn't getting out of the way, just tried to flag it. Could not pick the hop. And Benintendi reaches.
Should be a hit. And it is.
That's the right call to me. It took a bounce out in front of his outstretched glove hand, his left arm. Benny with 2 hits on the day, a double and a single. Colson takes a sweeper for a strike. The White Sox are out of ABS challenges. Sam Antonacci burned the final one on the pitch before he homered in the 6th. The Dodgers have both of their ABS challenges. 0-1 on Colson Montgomery. Trinan delivers. Fouled away, 0-2. Colson missed a couple of games, dealing with some back soreness, an issue that White Sox manager Will Venable said is one that he's going to have to deal with for a while. Not uncommon for players to have this or that nags them for a few years in a row, but something the Sox are definitely watching. Didn't hurt Colson today. He's hit the ball hard. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Trinan gets him. Rushing held on, and the Sox are retired in the 7th. They lead it 6-2. We head to the 8th on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers. Got the orange outline, which represented the Giants, which are the 2 teams that left New York. And then subsequently the Mets were created. You know, my parents were Mets fans growing up, and this was the jersey that I also dreamed of wearing.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network on Chicago's home for sports, ESPN Chicago.
Six to 2, White Sox lead the Dodgers. We've hit the 8th, and now back for the play-by-play. Here is Len Casper.
All right, thanks, Connor. Grant Taylor in his 2nd inning faces Freddie Freeman. And the pitch is high, 98 on a 4-seam fastball. Sox have out-hit the Dodgers 8-5. All 6 of their runs came in the big 6th inning. The pitch low on a curveball. If the Sox can win this game, it would be their 8th consecutive home series win. And the first time in a single season called strike. They would have done that since they won 9 straight home sets in 2003.
It's incredible.
The 2-1 fouled. Two balls, 2 strikes on Freddie Freeman. And he fouls again. Just into the upper deck to our left. The fan in the front row with a nice barehanded pickup. 2-2. Hit on the ground to the third baseman, Vargas. He's got some time, and the throw to first in time. That'll bring up Mookie Betts. More importantly than that home note is the White Sox could jump back into first place with Cleveland postponed today due to weather. Sox a half game out. And they would, I believe, be a percentage point or two actually ahead of Cleveland. But in a virtual tie, called strike. Nothing in one on Betts. The pitch is a strike on a slider.
I know you mentioned it earlier, and Jeff mentioned it in the pregame show, so let me be the third to complete the trifecta. Jose Ramirez hurt a broken hamate bone, and he may miss some weeks.
There's a swing and a line drive out into deep left, and it is a home run into the White Sox bullpen. Mookie Betts has had a couple of good days at the plate. 3 hits yesterday. That's his second today. And the 298th home run of his career. And it's 6-3 in the 8th. Now Muncy. And that homer should get Betts up over 200 on the year. Called strike on a curve to Muncy. Betts now at 204. He came in hitting 196. The 0-1. Swinging a fly ball out into medium right center. Peters is there now, backs up a few steps. The wind really grabbed it, and he makes a catch. 2 down now. Kyle Tucker.
That home run by Betts, just the second Taylor's ever allowed in the bigs. He's not prone to the long ball.
He's not prone to slugging generally. The pitch to Kyle Tucker is high, ball 1. The league has slugged .295 against Grant Taylor in his career. That was going into action today. The pitch is low on a curve. That's over 100 points lower than league average.
Yeah, that's what it took for the Dodgers to get 2 runs off him. Rushing doubled in the 7th, came around to score, and then the Betts home run.
2-0 strike called on a curve. We've had a rash of late inning rain delays here this weekend, and another one in Cincinnati in the top of the 9th. Diamondbacks lead the Reds 4-3. Tucker hits a ground ball to the second baseman Mydroth, and the flip to first in plenty of time. Betts with a 1-out homer. It's 6-3 Sox. They'll bet.
Bohm cuts it off, spins, throws, one hopper dug out by Harper.
A sparkling play from J.P. Crawford.
Peters on the run!
Bobbles, and he makes a barehanded catch.
Riley Green leaves his feet.
He'll leap and make the catch.
Mac dives, and Mac makes the catch.
That's why he's one of the best players in all of baseball.
Leaps and makes the catch. That was an awesome play.
Pitchers are athletes too.
Dunn extends on the slide, and he takes it away. He's going to dive forward and make a great catch.
What a play by Nasim Nunez. Wow.
Waldschmidt makes the diving catch.
Diving stop. Nasty again. Goodness.
It ricochets off his glove. There's no way. Oh my goodness. Beatty over dives, makes the catch.
Mike Trout dives and makes the catch.
There's Freddie Freeman sprawling to the deck to get him.
What a stab by Freddie Freeman.
Diving stop Witt on his feet. Oh, what a play. Bobby Witt Jr. It becomes routine.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
your account today. Business checking that takes banking beyond expectations. Republic Bank of Chicago. Member FDIC.
You're out of there, leaky store brands. When all else fails, try North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Braden Montgomery will lead off the bottom of the 8th. White Sox lead the Dodgers 6-3 in the rubber game. Right-hander Jonathan Hernandez now pitching. First offer is low on Braden, who bats left-handed. A stretch and the 1-0. There's a line drive up the middle and played on a couple of hops by the shortstop. Betts behind second. He'll throw to first and they get him. Hernandez had to duck out of the way of that liner.
One hit for Braden today, but I've really liked his at-bats. Grounded out to first, did strike out in the 4th, lasered one up the middle in part of the White Sox 6-run 6th inning. And that ball was well struck too, but well positioned by the Dodgers.
Here's Mydroth, hit by pitch, a strikeout, and a 2-run homer to right. And he takes inside. A 1-0. Slider strike, front door variety. That means it starts off the inside corner, comes back over the plate. Sir Anthony Dominguez is up in the White Sox bullpen. Mydroth takes inside. They're doing the wave here at the ballpark. Mydroth fouls. 2-2 on him.
And for Dominguez, even though it'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the Dodgers lineup, it's 3 lefties. Ward, Rushing, and Freeland scheduled to hit. Freeland a switch hitter.
2-2, and it's low and outside. Just off the corner. Full count on the White Sox second sacker. Here comes a 3-2. And Chase fouls. Mydroth hits a ground ball. It's foul. Past third base. Well, there are some fans who hate the wave. I don't quite get why. They pretty much do it everywhere, and it typically means you have a big crowd on hand. I like it. 3-2 is hit hard on the ground. Betzel backhanded short, and the throw to first in time to get Mydroth.
Maybe if you'd been in a bad surfing accident.
I guess so, yeah.
A sailing incident in your past, you might not like the wave.
Well, they've been doing it in big stadiums for about 40, 50 years. Going on a long time.
It's on lap 9 right now around the ballpark.
Yeah. Gonzalez shows bunt and takes a low slider. A 1-0 pitch. It's a strike. 6-3 Sox, 8th inning. Dodgers will have 7, 8, 9 due. Ward, Rushing, and Freeland. And it looks like it'll be against Sir Anthony Dominguez. 1-1. Swung on and hit in the air toward the corner in left. Ward is over, and he's got it right near the 330 sign to retire Jacob Gonzalez. Here comes the ninth. Sox 6, Dodgers 3 on the Hard Rock.
Dom Canzone will lead off for the Mariners.
Canzone, deep blast. You can't forget about it. Dom Canzone strikes twice on opening night.
Yeah, just an easy 1-9 exit off the bat from Dom Canzone. 93 down and in. Crushes this ball, same spot, right center.
Multi-homer game for Canzone. A one-run game now, the bottom of the seventh. Less relying on the home run ball, huh?
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
As Phil's nurse, I'm proud to be on a team that's changing lives.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
The swoop out in the shallow left.
Hey, it's Colson Montgomery.
He's out, and he made an amazing grab.
You're listening to ESPN Chicago, the home of your Chicago White Sox.
It is a save chance for Sir Anthony Dominguez, trying to notch number 12. Ninth inning. White Sox 6, Dodgers 3. And the first pitch to Ryan Ward is inside on a fastball. Last 7 appearances for Sir Anthony. 6 1/3, 2 hits, no runs. Big leg kick and a 1-0, and it's low.
Got to make them hit their way on. The walk is what gets you into trouble here. Dominguez behind 2-0. How to come at him.
The 2-0, and he missed badly inside ball 3. We've seen this a bunch from him. He comes in and struggles with his command against a batter or two, and then typically will get it locked in. The 3-0. Low. 4. The leadoff walk. That will bring up rushing. Freeland on deck, and then you know who. Ohtani.
Oh, that guy.
Like to avoid him.
I was trying to.
The pitch. Check swing and a strike. Boy, he swung at ball 1. That pitch was low and in on a sweeper.
Maybe that can help your confidence, too. Not that Dominguez is short on it. Just mean after walking the leadoff man, you'll take a strike any way you can get it.
1 strike on the left-hand hitting rushing. 1 for 3, a double and a run in his last at bat. Swing and a miss on a high fastball.
That's a really good pitch. 97 up and in, got the corner. Some arm side run on that to tail it back over the strike zone. That is a very good 0-1 pitch.
The 0-2 is way high. Six 3 Sox, 9th inning. Dodgers with a man on, nobody out. The 1-2. It's high. He has not thrown his splitter yet. Two. Swing and a miss, strike three on his first splitter. And that's the first out.
Yeah, that's the pitch he kind of added this offseason to help combat against lefties. And this is a beautiful pitch. It just tumbled. He got rushing out in front.
Freeland, the batter. Throw to first. No tag applied. So at the moment, the man on deck is the tying run, and that's Ohtani. So this is a big guy to get. Alex Freeland. And he takes a strike. Fastball on the outside corner. Dodgers have both ABS challenges, by the way. Average lead at first by Ward. Freeland swings and misses on a heater. It's 0-2.
Easy to say from up here, but I'm a little surprised Freeland didn't fire a challenge on that first pitch. It was close. Might have even been a strike. These are the leverage points here.
Dominguez leaning in. Now comes set. The 0-2. Outside on a split. One ball, two strikes. The pitch. Low on a splitter. Both bullpens are quiet. We're in the top of the ninth, 6-3 White Sox. The 2-2 fouled back to the screen. He went after a fastball that was up a little bit.
Yeah, two splitters low and outside the strike zone, then back upstairs with velocity.
The 2-2 fouled again. Fastball kind of center cut there. And Freeland still hanging in there. "15 pitches so far, 7 for strikes for Dominguez." Another 2-2. And a grounder foul. Another fastball. Shohei Ohtani looming on deck. Ward the runner at first. The 2-2 to Freeland. It's high and outside, and it's a full count. The payoff is a swing and a line drive fair into the corner and right. Ward around third, and he's going to be sent, and he's going to score, and it's 6-4. It's a double for Alex Freeland. And now Ohtani, the tying run, coming to home plate. And Zach Bove will make a mound visit.
That's a good at bat there by Freeland. Laid off the splitters, designed to get chased. Dominguez came back with a high riding fastball. It did have the strike zone, and Freeland turned on it. Put it into the right field corner. The Dodgers plate one, and the most dangerous man perhaps in all of baseball, Shohei Ohtani, will come to bat. He represents the tying run.
Ohtani reached on a catcher's interference to lead off the game. He struck out swinging against Newcomb in the third. Fetty walked him intentionally in the fifth, and then Grant Taylor struck him out swinging in the seventh. Here we go. The pitch. It's high on a splitter. 6-4 White Sox, ninth inning. Dodgers trying to come back. The 1-0 is outside. Now Chris Murphy getting ready very quickly, the left-hander in the bullpen. The 2-0. Outside sweeper, ball 3. A 3-0, and he missed on a low-end splitter. It was kind of a workaround, at least it looked that way. And 2 on for Pages.
Yeah, it had that feel.
Well, Pages has grounded into a double play. He is 0 for 4 today. And the pitch to Andy Pages is up and in.
See if Dominguez goes back to some of that breaking ball stuff that he wasn't able to throw much against the lefties. Now against the righty Pages to try and get that double play ball.
One ball, no strikes. The pitch. There's a strike on a sweeper. Romo dropped it, but already had gotten the call. We've got some drama here in the ninth. Sox trying to hang on, leading 6-4. The 1-1. Outside on a sinker. Count now 2-1. Pages, a right-hand batter, open stance, and he takes low on a sweeper, ball 3. Three and 1. The pitch. Pages taps foul on an in zone sweeper. It's 3-2 on him. Pages will get a quick timeout. Freeland the runner at second. Ohtani's at first. 1 run in. And the 3-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Knocked down by Meidroth. He'll flip to Montgomery. They get an out at second. And Meidroth is grabbing at his right hamstring. Boy, that was a close play at second. Ohtani thinks he might be safe, but I think Meidroth got it to Colson just in the nick of time, and he did. No challenge coming. I don't know if Meidroth got clipped on the... No, I don't know what happened, but he grabbed his hamstring, and now he's back on his feet. So it'll be first and third, 2 outs, and the batter, Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, Len, I think he did kind of go down weird on that slide to stop the back end of the baseball.
There you go. Yep.
And immediately started waving off White Sox training staff as they were trying to come out and check on him. He said, "I'm fine. I'm staying in this ball game." Great stop by Chase to at least get 1.
Romo and Gonzalez on the mound chatting with Dominguez. And Murphy, as I mentioned, got ready quickly. I think if they had not gotten Pages, Murphy would be in the game. But they're going to let him face Freeman here with 2 outs. 6-4 White Sox. Dodgers have runners at first and third. 2 gone, 9th inning. Freeman 1 for 3 with a homer and a walk. Here's the pitch. It's high and outside on a sweeper. Tying run is that guy at first base, Pages. He's held by Gonzalez. The pitch. Freeman takes a strike on a sweeper.
We had not seen that breaking ball much against the first few lefties that Dominguez faced. They're going to it here.
He sets and pitches. Fouled. Up and in on a fastball. He jammed Freeman, and it's 1-2.
Got him to offer out of the zone.
We'll see if that sets up that splitter toward the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. A swing and a grounder foul. It was a split. Still 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a sweeper. Dominguez saves it. Sox win the series. Final score, White Sox 6, Dodgers 4 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
You feel that, Tyler? That's Chicago waking up. Golf course is packed. Lakefront buzzing. This is the season.
Yeah, and you're trying to walk 18 like you're still in your prime.
I am in my prime. I just need the right beer to keep up.
That's why you go with Yingling Flight. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs. It's built for days like this.
Exactly. You can hit the course, hit the patio, keep it moving all day, and not feel weighted down.
Spring in Chicago doesn't wait, and you shouldn't either.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table.
The Cubs are on fire and have turned 1060 West Addison Street.
Do now, but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates a third-party insurer.